rivalry between the countrymen. They can really put Astralis in the dirt here today.
Well, it all starts here. A T-side pistol from Astralis finds himself towards the lobby. They've got an HE, a Molotov, but that's about it. 4 sets of Kevlar elsewhere. Utility man's going to be Glaive, as you might imagine. Nades off the door, Molotov towards the vent, and they actually shoot towards ramp, denying access. It suggests they're going down towards lower, and lots of damage inflicted, but no kills found just yet. They will drop down.
Curious, the 1x bet odds are favoring Astralis here, so maybe they know something we don't as the first shot comes in. Tassus will remove Zipek's head. The bomb is loose. It's spilled down towards Dark. Finally, he's going to get the trade there. It's cadiaN. He needs to respond, and he's got backup. Lots of players rotating towards this lower side of things, and cadiaN's taken down 2. Eviscerates the bomb, and finally the bomb's now with the double doors, and Blame, he's closed it on him. Jumping forward, they've got to get this done. The Boulder and the Berserker.
Let's see what they can do with it. 3 versus 2. The action's starting to subside, but they have not got the bomb, but they've got headshots. That's a great one from Blame F, but he'll be taken down eventually by sjuush. Config tucks himself in. Unfortunately for him, without the bomb, they're not exactly going to be encroaching towards his position. We've got sjuush towards the back of the ramp room now, and Yabi is patrolling towards a single door.
Gap's being created here momentarily. Oh, Yabi spotted him. The biggest issue now is back up the vents to top. Yabi's not accounting for this. He's flashed himself out and towards the site. sjuush is the man who's going to have to go up the heavens to deal with this. Config, does he take the bomb and head towards the lower site? Yes, he does. The doors swing open. Now towards the vent, trying to get ahead of them here, but as mentioned, sjuush.
Oh, he doesn't go for it.
He was in the right place at the right time. Closing doors, walking into Yabi. All he has to do is pull the trigger. That is the pistol round for Heroic here. And that's a celebration from Yabi, just spamming away. Great shots from cadiaN, that's the difference maker.
Absolutely true. It was a nice idea from Astralis there, nading off the door, molotoving towards the vent and trying to stampede in towards ramp. A quick pounce towards lower, deny the rotations, but the CTs were ready and waiting. cadiaN, as you mentioned, fantastic work at that silenced USP and denies absolutely everything here. sjuush just holding back, having to get the final kill with Yabi here. The dual elites denying the plan. Had he gone towards up, obviously didn't have the information. A plan would have been available to him, but for now it has to be the full eco for Astralis as Heroic put their best foot forward. cadiaN, MP9 in hand, looking to farm the money. Backed up by stavn, who will be taking the attention elsewhere.
Okay, this one should be a clean one. So Complexity are going to be very happy with this. We saw them there with Heku on the couch.
Smiles all around. Great performance from them.
They really have turned things around since the addition of Halzak, and I think we're seeing the better parts now of the team starting to flourish. I think Grim had a great tournament. Fang had some pop-off moments. Floppy as well. We were getting blown away by some of the shots JT was hitting. We always love the calls, the tactics they're having. So it's great that they're starting to land on their feet, Complexity, because it was worrying times a little bit earlier in the year.
Absolutely true. And worrying times for Astralis here as they go down towards lower. As said, it's a pretty clean situation for Heroic here. They give up 1 kill and a rifle is handed over, but I'm pretty sure that's all that'll be happening here. No bomb to be planted yet, and no armor for Config. He'll do very well to find his 2nd kill, but not going to happen. 2-0 for Heroic, and pretty clean one as well, only giving up 1 gun. That's going to be Tassus who have to reinvest. If he dropped by stavn, though, he's got 4,200, but a bit of a gun round up next. Astralis might have the advantage with the firepower. The AK-47's being drawn, but won't have everything they need. There'll be a couple of holes in terms of the utility.
Just looking at the series stats so far for Overpass and Inferno combined, Tassus, stavn, and sjuush have been the firepower in the team. 49 for stavn over the 2 maps, 47 for sjuush, and 46 for Tassus.
Right.
On the other side, it's Blame with 49 kills and Config with 46. Then there's a drop-off between them and the rest. So a 3rd star needs to emerge for Astralis here if they want to get into the playoffs. Who's it going to be? Oh, Blame, lost in the smoke. Lost in the sauce right there. They'll take that AK every day of the week. Thank you very much.
Not the way you want this round to kick off. Tournament life on the line. One of your main players you just mentioned going down that early. That is not ideal at all, and Yabi looking to add insult to injury, but thankfully Zipex will pull things back. Caught in no man's land there. Back to a 4-on-4. Zipex takes a little bit of damage, but overall looking fine. sjuush getting towards CT vent. Spamming off towards the squeaky door room, but nothing found as of yet. Nice little exchange of utility. Given the smoke, can deploy that towards the huts.
Exchanged words with Dexter for a moment about Astralis on Nuke, and you're saying they just wait. They just wait, they just wait. You start to doubt yourself after a while, and you throw a double smoke at squeaky door. That could have been about 40 seconds worth of delay. Is only 20, so that's a bit of a boo-boo.
Yeah, that's not great. Towards ramp we will go. which is actually open right now, I believe.
cadiaN is on the lower side, but he only has a FAMAS. It's the worst weapon out of his team right now for the job. How long can he slow them down? 20 seconds, they're coming in, the util deployed. It's going to force them to the right side here. They peer around. cadiaN from the left side. He's still delaying. Flames at his feet. Needs to fight the flash forward. Isn't going to get a whole lot. One and done. The trades are coming in everywhere. Farley's found some impact. What can sjuush do? The last man standing just needs to deny the bomb going down. The nade could do it. The nade could do it. He needs to stay alive. Not going to deny the plant. Config gets it down, and sjuush, there's no way forward. There's no way back. He has to push, has to take the fight. The first is good, but that got sketchy.
It certainly did. You said they like to wait, but maybe a little bit too close for comfort there. The HG could have decided absolutely everything there, but after an awkward start, BlameF being dropped, Astralis managed to hold on. A clumsy finish, but ultimately going in their favor. It's all down to that Molotov as well. cadiaN did pretty well to even get a single frag there. Farley on the flanks, denying the rotations. Config to close things out there, but not a comfy round, that's for sure. And same story for both teams here. A weak buy for the CTs, 3 rifles, couple of pistols. MAC-10s, Galils are out. A very, very important round here. BlameF looking to force the issue once again. A ton of damage towards main. Yabi goes down to 13, but no kill found.
He was the Terminator there for a second. He can see the bullets coming. He just waltzes into the Config too. The flick to the head on cadiaN. The damage is already done on Yabi. That's the kill that Config was looking for. He's on 1 point of health, but then maybe that's all he needs. stavn really wants that gun. How close can he get?
Still anyone's round here. If he can find that AK-47, that would be amazing, but just no real utility to try and grab it. No smokes, only 1 flashbang available. Just hoping for a moment where he can gain access to the rifle, but here comes sjuush just to hunt and work out whether that's possible, and it actually might be. So smoke down, does that actually allow him to get the rifle? I think it might do. He knows it. Here we go. So getting stronger and stronger. Sure, they're a man down, but they definitely have something to say about this round. 45 seconds, you said they like to wait. It's gla1ve who's probing towards ramp as they just suggest this could be an upper take. Smoke down towards main. Molotov a CT vent, and it's gla1ve, as mentioned, waiting towards ramp, and very low HP Yabi. If he gets one, that'll be impressive. On 13 points of health, he's still alive and well.
Pick up the MAC-10 here. Do they head towards lower, or is it going to be the heavens? There's 28 seconds left. A decision needs to be made. They know that Yabi's down here, and they need to flush him out. He's opting to operate with the deagle in hand here.
One more kill would be great for him, but what a kill it is! The bomb goes down towards Shadow. stavn swings into play, and that's going to be a fantastic sequence of events. They were looking like they were in dire straits there, Chad. 1 player defending towards the ramp with 13 points of health. cadiaN is absolutely loving it.
Going off right now. We saw the yelling match in the early stages of map number 1. It subsided throughout, but now it's popping off again. This is a huge round to win here. Yabi got so much more than he was worth in that situation, and stavn with that picked up M4. This shot here, that is the difference maker. Bomb again down towards Shadow. stavn steps on out. Yabi doesn't even die.
That's insane. What a performance. Perfectly played at the ramp room, and you can see what that means to cadiaN. He knows he sabotaged the finances of Astralis, who had all the advantages they could ask for there. A low HP player with just a deagle shuts them down. Oh, an exchange in the smoke here, but no damage being done. This is not a force buy from Astralis. They are 3-1 down and operating on a full eco. A couple of Desert Eagles, and they are deadly with these, but it's going to be so difficult to even try and find an opening shot. Boosting up towards red suggests there are 2 players there now. stavn's aware of it. Firing off, doesn't want to give his kill up for free. Goes for the reload instead, and we have got players towards the garage position as well. That's going to be cadiaN. Yabi towards main. We come to a bit of a stalemate here. Who will strike first?
Config's been great throughout this series at finding these openers. Been very sharp. They would love one in a round like this, and he's been given a lot of opportunities here. They're continuing to peek him, and they will eventually snuff the flame, smothering Config towards Yabi with multiple bodies, and they turn again towards ramp. Tassus towards the back box here.
Should be enough. Taking a bullet en route, but he has got back up from sjuush, and that's a bit of a fortress now, Chad, with no armor as well. Sure, you're getting some dinged off, but it's just waiting at this stage for sjuush to mow them down, and here he comes. Excellent work. Protects his teammate, and they're looking for the clean sweep here in round number 5, and they've got it. That's very convincing. They'll hold on to the AK-47. And finally, a bye once again for Astralis. 4-1 down. Early stages here in the 3rd and final map, but not a great start for Astralis. After winning in the 3rd round, they've not picked anything else up.
This is one of the bigger issues here. When Astralis can go into a bye like this, they are going to be lacking some key pieces of utility.
Sure.
They have to pick and choose. Glaive's gone for 2 flashes instead of a Molotov. Right? Zip's been able to get into a smoke and a flash of his own. So they only have 4 smokes here to work with. Actually, less now. They've already started to deploy them. It's going to be a smoke wall towards Yard. Molly top hut. Right in front of Squeaky. Being able to stall this out. And Yabi's forward position. Remember how much of a difficult time Astralis were having when Floppy was consistently getting down the vent?
Yeah.
In that entire CT half was tasked with just watching that position. Yabi getting ahead of that means that he can at least secure that nobody's dropped down. So more forward play, and now these last 3 smokes remaining will be deployed. But what configuration of the smokes are we looking for? Careful now, Stavn steps into the line of sight for Glaive, and looks like he wants to go again. It appears to be the L block.
It will be indeed. That's been deployed, and a response smoke towards Squeaky. Stavn will be calling for rotations and suggesting they could get down towards lower, or indeed the garage. We'll see which way they're inclined. Glaive and Config, the deadly duo up close. cadiaN trying to spam through, but no damage inflicted just yet. Ducking and weaving around the bullets. We will see them head down towards Secret here. So successful entry, and Config, of course, wants to go for a quick kill. He'll find Stavn and give them the man advantage.
Struck at the perfect time there, Config, and just relinquishes the position, drops on back, will tuck in, and now it's Blame. He's been great at these these ramp lurks. He's going to walk out this time round, not clearing his corners. Have a good idea there towards lower. The ramp piece had to rotate, and Farley's going to blow his head off. So a 3-on-4, and they've seemed pretty fortified here. Yeah,
great understanding of the situation. And as soon as they get the core players still towards ramp, you can assume that lower's pretty open. They had pinpoint precision towards the ramp itself, and that's going to be a 4-on-3, and I dare say that's a save as the bomb planted. Astralis managed to find some footing here on Nuke, and Lord knows they needed this round. Things were starting to spiral.
Well-handled round there, considering the util wasn't plentiful, right? As I mentioned, they had a couple of omissions in that department there, so good stuff. And that's even with Blame not finding the success on Tessa. So well put together rounds here from Astralis. Heroic have enough cash left over to go for a buy of their own. The saves, though, it's going to help them further down the line. So they're playing the long game here.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. And there we have it, 4-2. Third and final map here, Group C. Has been absolutely epic, Chad, hasn't it? I think my favorite group so far. Lots of upsets, lots of unearthing of new, fresh talent, looking at new lineups as well. It's been a lot of fun.
We only locked our first teams in for the playoffs from Group C as of yesterday, right? And that was Mouse and Heroic. And up until that point, the group was like 2 1s and 1 2s. Nobody really knew who was going to be making it through. There was good performances from everybody on different days. Even Heat showed up and started putting up a bit of a fight.
Oh, did they ever? They were looking fantastic as they warm up for RMRs. As we'll see Blame F now warming up himself. Flames all around him here towards the hut position. He has gained access out of Squeaky Door, and it's Farley to open up the fragging. cadiaN goes down, and Blame F in a prime position to strike here. Finds a player on top of the hut. He gets him. Traded out, but still the man advantage here for Astralis. We will see 1 minute 30 remaining on the clock, and Config always alone in these scenarios, but stands and delivers once again. Stavn gets absolutely wrecked towards the garage.
I think he may have been a bit ahead of the call there, because Glaive's coming back with a smoke in hand, saying, hey boys, let's just do a smoke wall, we'll cross towards Secret. Config's missed the message, it doesn't matter, he didn't miss the head.
Well, let off the leash once again. 4-on-2, still a slight chance with Yabi in that AK-47. If he times it well, maybe a double kill. Maybe. It would be a nightmare to give this one. Oh! He delivers, the bomb goes down. The round is back on with the CTs. And now it's Farley and Zipex trying to pick up the pieces. Less than a minute remaining. I knew he had the chance to get 2, but I didn't think they'd line up for him. That is wild.
Oh, Tessus. He hasn't cleared the corner. Squeaky Door. Farley still resides. The bomb is going to be picked up here.
Zipex might come back.
Well, does he? Well, he could go in through main with the position that Farley has, and Tessus hasn't cleared deep Squeaky. This is very strange. This is very strange indeed. Farley should go down in the back here. He's going to be questioning his entire life choice at this point. And now it's Yabi, the hero, the newest addition to this Heroic roster in the vent. Zip has the bomb. He's got a full bag of utility on his belt, and they don't know where he's going off to.
You can't look into the vent. You haven't got time to investigate it, though. So down towards lower. Smoke down. Can't fake this. Is at the plan and hope for the best. They'll start rotating in. The spam will come in. Avoids it for now. Needs to hold on to his bullets. Wait for the backup. Surrounded is Zipex. Molotov available, as you mentioned. Needs to find his first kill. 21 bullets in the mag, and here comes the flashbang. Can they take him down cleanly? The smoke doing well so far, but not quite enough, and that is a round Astralis will want to live to forget. That is a nightmare. They had a 4 versus 2, and they don't find a single kill.
Yeah, I can hear them yelling through the walls. They're getting loud about that one right there, Heroic. They love that. Yabby, that's massive. That's the type of round where cadiaN's going to be pointing at his new player. He's going to be letting him know that in itself is a round win. This here will catch it again on the replay. They just line up perfectly for that AK. Config and Glaive. Look at this.
Ooh.
Perfect shooting right there from Yabby.
Yeah, left, right, good night. Yabby closes out the round as well. A stylish performance, and we will see 5-2. That's a gut punch for Astralis now. That's a round they should be converting, and they know it. They've had a few of those today, Chad. They haven't looked their best. And now they have got a buy going into round number 8, but a Galil for Farley, 4 AKs otherwise, and the AWP for cadiaN. Yet to really be fully activated. I'm sure he's got something to say about that.
This one might have a few more stresses on the mental here as Config does dip on down to the top of main. Plenty of targets available for him here. stavn, the closest, seems aware, and let's actually take the first exchange. Config down to 10 points of health, but they have been able to grab this secret control in the interim. The smoke wall has worked. They have to get down towards this lower side and deal with Yabby again.
Just leaving Config out there. Lads, I'm just going to see what I can do. Good luck down lower.
He's ready for the boost. Is he aiming high enough here, Yabby? This is the question.
He is.
Oh, wow.
Shot.
Zip. That's a big shot from him.
Okay. They'll react to it. And a rare missed shot there from cadiaN. Makes up for it in the second. Doesn't connect on the third. Man advantage now for Astralis. Full access towards the lower side, but this frag is very, very important. Tessis denies the plant for now. stavn above Zipex. And this is where the round is decided, if you ask me. stavn doesn't want to swing on it. Has got the HP advantage. Zipex doesn't connect, Chad. He doesn't connect at all. 40 seconds remain now. Config. He was alone towards outside. Joins him towards the ramp.
Oh, no.
He's actually come out on top here. It's just the AWP.
It's the AWP. It's the worst weapon for the job here. They're both low. He's going to have to hit some crazy shots. The first one's massive. It's Zip. He's in the site. There's still time for this. A reload's going to have to come in some point. Wait, we'll take the AK instead.
Okay. Now, another opportunity to clutch. Zipex. I say he has the advantage, but does he go towards upper? He's biding his time, going for the default plan. There's a flashbang available for stavn. One bullet on either side would do it. Seems it's lower. Zipex trying to sneak away. Has he timed it well? He apparently not, but he does win the round eventually. Back and forth we go, and Astralis.
4 kills.
4 kills to Zipex. It started with that boost as well, down towards lower. Great work by him. That's probably the most impact he's had so far. And it's a much-needed round as well.
Well, you saw his face after some of those rounds on the B-bomb site of Inferno where he knows he should have done better. This is a round where he definitely does better. cadiaN, with this shot onto Glaive, that's great, but Zip is the man who takes this one over. Just patrolling towards the lowers. cadiaN buys a bit of a buffer. That shot was great from stavn, but it all comes down to this duel. And you question, do you just want to get to the door? No, Zip plays in limbo, takes the fight, secures the round, and causes a timeout. It's actually going to be an Astralis timeout, their first timeout here.
Well, they've had a couple of chaotic rounds, right? Losing a 4-on-2, another 1v1, this time going in their favor. But it's still anyone's game here, 5-3. It's been incredibly close throughout this series. Overtime to kick things off, and then Inferno, it was back and forth to kick it off, but Heroic managed to come out on top. And Group C is decided right here, right now on Nuke.
I feel there's a bit more of a thinking man's game going on here. Like, cadiaN hasn't had the best of times, and Glaive either so far in the early stages of Nuke. He's currently 0-7 in the fragging department, and I feel that there's a lot more going into this. Mind games are thinking about how each are going to be approaching the map. The ladder he goes, molly towards top of Harp, the standard opening for Astralis.
Where the rounds have been so close as well, Chad, this one might be worth 2 for either side. They're both operating with very little Galils, MP9s, Deagles. It's a very, very important round. It's an important damage inflicted at the start there. Zipex takes a ding through the wall down at 33 HP. We have got Tessis looking for opportunities towards Secret as well. stavn just with the Desert Eagle. He's holding towards Garage and outside smokes. The L blocks once again, but no one behind them. It's a bit more of a ruse this time. Same smokes, but only one player there. That's Glaive.
And Glaive's going to have to sell this in a big way. Does he want Secret control? Does he want to try and pivot main? Does he want to take Warehouse? Well, all those options are available until the smokes start to fade. Now, here's the issue. This is an all-in. They haven't actually taken anything. They have no space. It's basically going to be dry towards ramp. It's just flashes as Yabby starts to investigate. He's got cadiaN with him. They're playing back for info. They have to because they think low is taken. This is the play they have to go with here. And unless Yabby strikes first blood, he's going to go down. Config with a big one. Do they expect cadiaN?
He has to go huge here. First kill will be his. Do they want to swing on him? Do they want to take this challenge? It's an incredibly tight choke point. They're thinking better of it. Giving Glaive some space here. A bit of time to investigate the rotations, but sjuush He's doing that himself, and he finds the bomb towards Squeaky. Man advantage, but surely not for long. There's the backstab from Glaive. Bomb down, recovered though. Back towards lobby with 25 seconds remaining. Do they creep back towards ramp? I don't know if they have time for that.
20 seconds, it feels like they're going to have to run. They're going to have to run right now. Glaive might get a player coming down the ladder. That's the only way for them going forward. And back up he gets in time. Bullets. They have to go towards B. Tessus is down there. He's on 41 points of health. Vent is the only rotation point here, and he swings open the door. Doesn't get the kill. They're going to have plenty of time to plant here. No, the bomb's been denied. There's no time. I don't think there's time.
Oh, maybe it's right on the nose. I don't think he has it.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. That's very well played from the CTs, though. You could see that initial swing. It might look a bit strange, but he's just trying to cause a ruckus there. Takes down one player, deny the plant, hopefully. And fortunately, had the secondary CT there as well to do the job for him. 6-3. That's unfortunate for Astralis. We said time was running low. It's an interesting decision to go towards ramp, but it doesn't work out.
You can see the mind games and the info plays and, you know, trying to play ahead of this. For Glaive.
Oh, that moment.
Yeah. Look, I don't know if the kill changes the round, right? Because it's not the one that stalls out the bomb. It's this here from stavn. You wouldn't think that one kill onto Blame's enough, but cadiaN, he knows what that one means. Both teams, though, the economy is teetering.
Yep.
Now, Heroic take the timeout off the back of the round win.
Oh, wow, chat. They're actually going all in here on the Astralis side. So, in terms of what they had left over, a couple of players survived, right? So, it does yield somewhat of a buy, but we know they're financially broken. So, going to go over and try and capitalize on the fact that the CTs are low as well.
Where is Exist?
That's a good point.
I referenced him before. Where?
Yeah, I haven't seen him all day, to be honest with you.
I thought he was. I just thought he was here. He's not behind the boys.
Maybe in the first map I saw him, but haven't seen him since. That's a good point. Hope he's well.
Okay. Might try and get an update on that one if we can for everybody.
True. Yeah, well spotted. Either way, Heroic, they're doing very well. With or without the coach, it seems. 6-3 up. Money broken, or at least weak on either side, and a force fight.
Config spotted down there, standing in that awkward angle over towards Secret. So a glimmer was enough to send both players back for a moment, and a dink.
Ouch.
That is huge. Config's not going to be trying that one again. They sent the only AK out to look for that time of fight, and Blame over towards ramp to do the exact same thing. They've both been stalled, both been stumped.
Well, Config's round essentially over. He'll hand over the AK to Zipex, who has had an amazing round on Nuke. He's got himself 6 kills in total. 4 of those were found from the second round victory. So we'll see Config, though, making work with the Tech-9. He actually brings it to life. I don't know what just happened there.
I guess maybe he wanted to be flashed forward, but the bum was sticking out of the smoke right there. Glaive is now down towards the lower deck. Time doesn't seem like it'll be the issue for Astralis in round number 10. Kind of scrambling and scratching their head. cadiaN, you might be caught off guard here as well. This is getting very awkward for Heroic now, and this round could bring Astralis back into the game in a massive way.
Well, they have fumbled a few, chat. A lot of advantages have slipped by the wayside, and it's normally down by virtue of the clock. Yabby with a chance to get a couple. Farley will take him down, however. Config, though, he's towards the top of heaven. That's a huge frag to find. But sjuush, standing proud. Goes down to the 3-on-1. That should be it now. It will be. Yeah, no chance, but for Tessus, 2 save. He's down towards lower. Oh, what a weird round that was, though.
The timing was everything there for sjuush, right? Because for a lot of that, he was concerned with heaven. And then as soon as Yabby goes down in heart, he's waiting. Heaven still doesn't come. Acknowledges heart. Then Config strikes. And just the timing working against Heroic in a round like this. The back out of the smoke in towards main as well. I'm not sure if they got lost in that scenario, but that was the opener, which it shouldn't have gone down that way. Config got dinked to start the round, and Blame went down to half HP immediately with the ramp duel, and Heroic still end up losing this one.
Crazy. Well, Astralis needed a lifeline, and that will do nicely. That's their 4th round on the board. 3 players survive, and Config, after being taken down to 12 points of health, he manages to get 2 kills, get himself up towards heaven as well, and completely disrupt the backlines. Round 11, still anyone's game here. It's wide open. And as mentioned, the money's been so low for both sides. Finally, completely broken. Heroic might have to take the eco here. We'll see. They've actually opted for the force. Farley with a crucial kill there with the Tech-9. sjuush thought he could do enough there, but it was Blame have to take him down. Confirm the round. And we will see a force fight here. All in from Heroic. This could be a turning point now. If Astralis win this, it's worth 2 for sure. They'll be up to 6-6.
All right, well, another shove all in from Heroic here. It's been scattered rounds. We're looking at here 5 consecutive rounds that have gone back and forth between these teams. So
well, that's what you'd expect. It's always a little unorthodox in terms of the counter-strike, the mind games, as you mentioned. Had some amazing moments with the clutches and some rounds fall apart, mainly for Astralis. But the scout is out. The M4 for Tessez and pistols elsewhere. It's config with main roof control. Glaive already down towards Secret. In terms of lower presence, nothing at all for the CTs right now.
Ooh, okay, Tessa's scrambling across towards the CT box, and if he just hides in wait, Astralis from this configuration could try and go around towards the heavens. They don't really know what this buy has in store for them just yet. Config drops straight down into Tessas. That's the M4, the saved M4, giving up its presence here, and he spots out Glaive over towards the warehouse, starting to scramble now. Time 50 seconds, and Glaive with his second kill. It's a big one. stavn will exchange one back. Squeaky is smoked for now, so it gives him a bit of wiggle room here.
Anyone's round. No rifles recovered. I say that, it's the M4. The second one's been found by stavn. Time is of the essence once again. 30 seconds here. Two players towards Squeaky Door and Zipex towards main entrance. They're going to have to get out the door. Do they go down the vents towards lower, perhaps? CT's trying to hunt and find out the answer to that question.
I think it could be perfect.
Oh, no. Not like this. The 5-7 in the back of the dome. It's going to be a double kill for sjuush. The bomb goes down, and Astralis, it was a bit of a gimme situation up against one rifle and pistols. It all comes crumbling down.
I think once they had established that config was on top of main, that's why Tessa scrambles back towards the single box, just so we can watch that line, because config either drops off in front of main or jumps around or drops off the other side, and then he's not a threat whatsoever. So this opener right here, yeah, Tessa's extremely aware of that play, gets the opening pick, and the 5-7s, what a nuisance. This is showing you the power of this pistol right here. If you want a demonstration of just how strong it can be, sjuush has given you exactly that.
Don't be using that CZ. You want nothing to do with that. Use the 5-7, it's much better.
There you go.
Really coming into its own.
That's a Henry G guarantee right there.
I've been saying that for years. I love that gun. My favorite pistol by far, as we'll see. The pistol's out, but no force buy or even a partial investment around it. Just a full eco here. And stavn presented with an opportunity for the first frag of the round, but Heroic now starting to stretch their legs, looking quite comfortable. Hang on. Maybe not.
Maybe too comfortable. They're lounging around right now in their sweatpants. They got their socks on, and stavn, you might have to get ready for work because they still need to make sure they get these kills. It's config's Deagle to grab a second in the round, but that's going to be it. Okay, a moment there where a Glock is able to strike. That is a problem.
Crisis averted, though. Pretty clean overall in the end. Sure, it's up against a full eco, but they've got the 8th round on the board. They have now won the half on the CT side of Nuke. A few more rounds to be played as we enter round number 13, and the money is still broken. Astralis with Mac 10, Galil, a few AKs, and we have had a technical timeout. A game has crashed, so a chance to catch our breath, Chad. Should we just catch up on what's been going on today?
Yeah, well, because I just asked the question about Exist, and then Heroic's social media account, which is liking to get into some of the funny business lately.
Right.
They linked a clip of Heku interviewing Exist, which I can't watch because we're on the broadcast right now.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, and then they said this game is not important enough for Exist to watch. So that hasn't given me an actual answer, and I can't watch the clip to know if there's any context.
Maybe he had to go home, and because they're already through, he's just like, well, you guys
I'm out of here,
this
boys.
one.
Yeah,
Had something to do back home, perhaps.
I'm not Danish. I don't want to be a part of this.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm a Swede in Danish clothing at the moment.
He wanted to be a full Danish affair on the server, so he didn't want to be part of it.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I respect that.
Like, the hard work's already been done. They're through the group, of course, but looking to deny access to the playoffs to Astralis. Heroic looking pretty good so far. Here's Mouse Sports versus Heat. They're on the 3rd and final map, and Heat are keeping up with the looks of things, Chad.
We liked their Vertigo, didn't we?
We did a lot.
We saw a couple of signs on that map, so they'll be
Afro was a beast
here. He was definitely defending that ramp, but they're on the T side now to try and close this one out. Now, just to remind you all, if Mouse do win that game, they'll be taking the #1 spot in the group. Otherwise, there's some different results that could follow, so keep your eyes and ears out for that. Still don't have an answer about Exist. I can't look. I like Owls. I like what you've said here about him. You know, not wanting to bring Swedish blood into the server. I like that.
Maybe that's it. I hope he's well. I'm sure he just had to go back home, perhaps. But either way, we had a game crash here. If you are just joining us, just hoping to get an Astralis member back on the server. Would be nice to have all 5 of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely to proceed. I was just having a bit of a think, Henry. North American Counter-Strike is now supporting Heroic. All of North America right now are on their feet. I'm sure Flom, and, you know, he's ready for this. Cooper's there. They're all having a good time. They want the Complexity lads to make their way through.
Oh, I'm sure they do. What a performance that would be. I don't think anyone expected them to cause this much damage in Group C, considering the sort of caliber of teams available to them. But they came out all guns blazing, taking down Astralis, and a shock performance there has left Astralis in this awkward position where they might not even make it to playoffs. They're currently down 8-4. They don't win this map, that's it. The dream is over, and Complexity do go through. So it's all to play for here. In the very last map of ESL Pro League Season 16 Group C, we've come right down to the wire.
I wish all the groups could play out in a similar fashion to this. So,
yeah,
you know,
this is the dream scenario, isn't it?
I know a lot of people, you know, they're like, yeah, but there's from other matches. But that's the thing. You have 5 days of play, and the easiest way to get through, it's crazy. Ready for this, Henry?
Win your games?
Yeah, win your games.
Yeah.
That's the easiest. And it's not always going to play out like that. But this is something we don't get to see all too often, is Counter-Strike teams going up against a whole plethora of squads, different play styles, different matchups. And you look at this, and this is the closest group we've had out of the bunch so far, and it's exactly what you want. That's what we want in all the groups. Competitive nature, you want teams to be as close as possible.
Lots of time to develop the new rosters as well, see what these new players are looking like as we get ready for the major coming up as well. It's been great, a lot of fun. Group C has certainly been the best by far, if you ask me. Lots of great storylines, and no better than this one right now. The Danish derby to close it all out. Astralis on the back foot, playing for their tournament life. It's everything you want.
Yeah, I think maybe the final talking point is we shouldn't be too far away from getting the last few members in the server. It is just, who are we missing here? Farley. Getting Farley back in the server. Is Ents, right? I'm sure they're going to get, unfortunately, put in the crosshairs.
Well, they came in with 2 new players, right?
Exactly.
A lot of expectation behind them, of course. They've had a great couple of years and looked fantastic. But 2 new players, and sure, it didn't work out exactly how they wanted it to go. But overall, I think, I think you learn a lot more from your losses. And they're going to have to rebuild and look towards the RMRs.
It was always going to take time, right? So if they could get everything in order for exactly that, the RMRs qualify for the major. Again, we said a lot, but no harm, no foul. It's unfortunate considering they were in the grand finals of Pro League last season. Sure. But look, this takes time. Counter-Strike doesn't happen overnight, right? This is getting everybody on the same page. And now,
it used to. Back in the day, you could come together with 2 new players and probably win the tournament. But it's a very different game.
A lot more, didn't we?
Very different game. And we're right back into the action, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for all the delays as we come to the conclusion of the first half of this final map between Heroic and Astralis. It's Astralis that managed to pick up the previous round and give themselves a fighting chance at the 4 spies all round. We'll see what happens.
Diving forward, back 10. cadiaN needs a second kill here under the pump. 36 points of health. He's under so much pressure and nobody's coming to bail him out. This warehouse space, he was going to be dead no matter what. Great shot from Glaive. Getting into the game now, and Blame. Now he activates into Tassus. Will he get the kill? Oh, yes, he will.
That's big. 4 on 2, but they've given these up before, Chad.
Oh, and maybe again.
They might do it again. Glaive will be removed. This is a crucial frag, and Blame will come out on top. This Yabi remaining, but not out of the round just yet, I suppose. Down in towards the vents. It have to be a misplay at this stage to give it to him. But hunting for their 5th round. Astralis on a 2-loss streak. They need to close out these last couple of rounds.
If they take too long here, fortunately, they're moving a little bit quicker than I thought. They were very static for a moment there. Yabi could have found the perfect timing. Now, money is an issue for Heroic as well. Residual cash only really resides with cadiaN and the man on your screen right now. Yabi hasn't reloaded, still only 10 bullets. He's hearing some of these steps. We'll hear the U2 and that smoke deployed in his face. Farley, okay. He's come back from the crash and he's crashing the party now. 5 rounds for Astralis. Farley, we haven't mentioned him as much, but I think it's because we didn't get the kills from his POV. But remember when they went that lower side, he got 2 kills with the players rotating. So he's had some impact here too, but this is Config with a jumping Mac 10. So you love to see it.
Yeah, just vaulting off in the silo position, catches the CT off guard, and his Blame picking up the pieces around the map, catching those rotations off, and a 4 spy, of course. No one wants to take an eco here, Chad, whatsoever. We're going to see Deagles, 5-7s, and the AWP of cadiaN. He managed to make it work on Inferno. With just USPs around, and they still win the round, but Nuke, not quite as an explosive map for the AWPers. We'll see what he can make with it towards the warehouse for now.
That's crazy. Yabi's given his M4 over to stavn right now, so he's in an impactful position playing this main yard nuisance role. So let's see if he can find some traction, because him and cadiaN are set up in a bit of a potent crossfire now. Nobody's dropped top main this time, and as they peer around the corner, the AWP has to hit this shot. It will, but cadiaN, he's going to be stuck in warehouse. He needs to find his way out. Needs to hit the second. The jump of Glaive. The jumps of Astralis have been a nuisance in the last few.
Yeah, a couple of missed shots there from cadiaN. A chance to steal the round away. 3 shots delivered. 1 kill converted. Back to a 4-on-4. Huge advantage for Astralis here. sjuush will just be holding with the smoke and the pixel angle. As soon as he spots a player, deploy the smoke and fall back. There's the spot, there's the smoke, and now we'll shove them back towards outside.
This is the issue in transition. They do have the space to go back towards heaven, to try and press the issue in towards main. The biggest problem was stavn with this M4. Abby playing on top of the hut door. Here they come in through main. They're going to smoke off Squeaky. That's going to account for sjuush's vent rotation. I don't think Abby's going to be accounted for here. And stavn gets nothing out of the M4. That right there is a big issue.
And that could be all she wrote for the round. Remember, this was a full investment from Heroic as well. Only 1 kill found, and they're saving a 5-7 and a deagle. That could be it for the remainder of the half here. Just 1 more round to go. They won't have a whole lot, but that's not bad from Tesses. Maybe can recover a rifle, perhaps. I think the AWP's there, and they're back towards warehouse pan too. There it is. Oh, just the AK
Did
now.
they throw the AWP away?
Must have thrown it on this box or something like that.
Yeah, I might float around. Maybe Jay, the gun hunter, could find that for us as well. But, oh, there it is. It's over, yeah, just chilling out. So they can still get their hands on it. That's definitely cadiaN's AWP. That'll have the rogue sticker on it.
They've got 2 AK-47s, though. They started off with 5-7s and a deagle, so not too bad.
This is profit.
Yeah, they'll take this all day long.
Money here in a round like this. Henry, in maps 1 and 2, the first half scorelines were 9-6.
Right.
This one's either going to be 8-7 or 9-6, so just showing how close things have been. And they should be able to get the AWP here, so well defended. They'll scoop it up. cadiaN will be loving that. They do get the AWP back in hand.
Yeah, not all is lost, even after the full investment. That's not too bad, taking the AWP and an AK. You've actually got more than what he started with. This was a moment where cadiaN could have won the round single-handedly. Hits the first shot, but the follow-up shots didn't connect. Love that position from Yabi as well. Overlooked, but unable to find the initial kill, and that's a lovely drive-by.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Final round of the first half. Ladies and gents, Astralis fighting for their tournament life here. They do not want to be grouped in their final game. They've got a full buy, of course, and a couple of pistols once again for Heroic, but much better looking than it could have been after going all in the previous. Towards ramp we go. Zipex and Blame F trying to sneak their way through, but a lovely defensive position for Tesses. Oh, connects with the head, and he can fall back now.
Farley's drawn one back here. That's a big kill onto stavn, starting to rotate over, and he's grabbed a second. We said they needed a 3rd star. Well, Farley wants to be exactly that for Astralis here. Playoffs life on the line. Tesses will grab a second as well. These two locking horns as sjuush has been able to find this AWP.
Yeah, but he's in an awkward spot in towards the hut. Players all around him as well. They've opted for the squeaky door as their point of access. They've snuck through in front of the smoke as well. That should be a guaranteed frag for Config. He picks it up, no problem, but do they detect the second? As mentioned, it's an awkward shot here for sjuush. Has to work out where they're going.
He's gonna die from heaven here, surely. The smoke's actually gonna help him on. Smoke's gonna help him a lot.
Hang on.
sjuush is alive, able to jive back over towards the hut. It's gonna buy time. Tesses has been the hero in this so far. 2 kills for him. Starting to rotate up through the vent, Henry. There's a chance.
There's absolutely a chance here. It's the final round. No one can save here. No one is safe. Flashbang delivered over the side. Doesn't quite catch Tesses here. And it will be Farley with the AWP. Free frag. They know sjuush is towards the hut. Molotov not successful. The 5-7 out and about. And it comes down to this. Can he find anything at all? Zipex trying to bide his time and get that bomb planted if possible. Flashes himself. That's not going to be a good start. Has got a kit, but it needs perfect play at this point. A missed shot. 5-7 swinging around, and it's a little bit messy, but there it is. 8-7 in favor of Heroic as they switch over to the T side. Astralis fighting for their tournament life here. We'll see what they can make of it after this very short break.
cadiaN is one of the most recognizable faces, not only when it comes to Danish, but also global CSGO. Known not only for leading Heroic, but also for how he celebrates his team's successes. But leading and celebrating aren't the only things he's renowned for. he's also a very efficient player. Let's travel back to IEM Gamescom 2015 and the match between Renegades and cadiaN's SK Gaming. He needed just 2 bullets to stop 4 advancing enemies.
Lashes are coming into B. They've gone with a bit more tempo. Oh, double shot! Takes down Yaman Sponge. He was missing earlier, but I suppose he makes up for it. Taking 2 with 1 bullet there. There's cadiaN again! Oh my god! 2 bullets, 4 people for cadiaN. Pretty fantastic stuff. And we said cadiaN needs some confidence back, and well, if you if you need confidence, I don't think it gets much better than that.
Welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 16, where we have the epic conclusion of Group C. It's all come down to this, the final half of the group here on the A stream, and we split it right down the middle once again. Heroic lead 8-7 as they switch over to the T side. You have to say, advantage Astralis, Chad. Looking good, but a very important pistol, to say the very least.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Heroic are sitting pretty at all. Astralis have done more than enough work on the T hole. This is going to be one long half here for Heroic.
Well then, we'll get into the action towards ramp. Of course, Zipex residing an iconic position for himself. Not much utility on the T side. 4 sets of Kevlar and some main access.
They're not ready for this. Glave's not looking the right way. He's just been shot in the back of the head, just creeping in through main on a silent walk. They have found so much space, and cadiaN's grabbed 2 on the pistol.
It was Blame stavn Warehouse who let that happen.
Yeah, he wasn't watching it at all. I'm not sure how that completely unfolded, but they just waltzed on in like they own the place.
Yeah, that's not good at all. We said it's an important pistol, and they might have fluffed their lines here somewhat. Looking towards the hub position, Zipex will bring it back into at least a favorable situation, but not for long. 4-on-2 now, config low. They might just have to save the Kevlar and the flashbang by the looks of things.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one to stomach here.
Oh,
said Heroic weren't sitting pretty, but yeah, I don't know.
I think he was playing at the very back left, where he normally does, watching a tight angle, and must have just averted his gaze at one point, because they just waltzed in there. You're absolutely right.
They don't get to keep the Kevlar. Config might not get to keep the flash. Definitely not now. They pick up a pair of Julies. If Heroic can convert this next round of play, assuming Astralis come in with a 4-spy here, they're going to get themselves up to a decent lead, and then they might be sitting pretty.
Well, they have taken full ecos on the CT side before after losing the pistol. Could do the same here once again. It's a difficult round to win on the CT side of Nuke. Might just want to wait to get the rifles out.
But that would mean in this map alone, Heroic would have converted both pistols in both second rounds. There's 4 rounds of the total 16 required here, just out the gates of both halves. So that is a fantastic boon in favor of Heroic.
A rough start for Astralis fans. They've stacked towards the ramp.
Might be the right call, at least for a gun.
Could be a bit more than that. 4 players there. A boost coming in as well, and a little bit awkward. The USP somehow coming out on top there. The flashbang actually coming in from the T side will really affect the chances here. You can see sjuush trying to grab the weapons and deny access. Actually only had a USP for a second there. The AK we'll have to sit back and wait. So we'll see if he can grab it, but another dink coming in through, and we'll see Astralis actually have a fighting chance here. At least something to say about it. It's a full eco, sure, but trying to find that weapon, Config will be caught out, and nothing he can do about that.
Tassus, can you come get this other AK, please? It's given me a bit of anxiety.
Yeah, someone grab it.
Like, that's a prime piece of real estate to have on the floor. Anybody wants it. I can tell you, one CT who would love to pick that. Everyone's dead. Please get the AK. All right, Yabi will take it. That's okay. Okay, fine. It's all good. No dramas right there. Tassus can operate with this MAC-10, and the rifles will come out. And a MAC-10 with a third-round buy is actually perfect.
It actually is, because you can't really justify helmets here. If you're buying up in the third and you fully get on the second on the CT side, you go for the cheaper M4, $2,900 for the M4A1S. You don't get a helmet, and you get basic utility. That's the normal setup, and there it is.
Missed the memo.
Yeah, apparently. He's must have had a bit more cash. He still has the incendiary and a flash and a helmet. So we'll see what he makes of it. And a very, very important round here. Astralis gave away the pistol. A terrible setup, allowing the terrorists just to walk through main entrance and get freebies. And they couldn't believe their luck. It's led them to a 2-0 lead here. And a very interesting third round. Astralis with no kits as well, just to note that. The outside smokes to be deployed now. We have Farley towards the back of the warehouse. stavn just presenting some sort of presence here, but no one behind it. They've actually opted to send everyone back towards the ramp, trying to force rotations down towards lower. CT's not taking the bait thus far. And it's going to be the MAC-10 leading the charge towards the heart. Molotov for the roof. Here we go. Flashbang as well, going in presumably as well. And the CTs are under a lot of scrutiny here. Config's burning down to a crisp. He was fully blind as well. 2 kills for Heroic to kick things off. Make it 3. Glaive with a double spray down in the backtracks. But BlameF, normally known to be back of the warehouse, he is locked out by the smoke.
Okay, well, another round here looking great for Heroic. Blame has to save here at this current juncture of the game. Starting to slip away from them now. Heroic with a well-pieced together round there, and I don't know. It's still so early in this half, but the game does feel like it's running away from Astralis. I know Complexity sitting idly by right now are going to be loving things. cadiaN, if he can snatch this rifle away.
Oh, he's got away with his life at least, and they know what BlameF is. Yep, absolutely. Worth the hunt still. BlameF knows it, and starts to retreat towards the opposition spawn.
Okay, everyone laying down their guns here. He'll be able to retain this one. Where the loss bonus is at, you're not too concerned because it's very unlikely that Astralis would go all in here. So it'd be the one saved M4, maybe some upgraded pistols at best. Still a difficult round. It's not going to get easy for Heroic to try and close this one out.
Oh, what a great execution, though. Look at Config burning away, completely flashed as well. Nothing he could do. He didn't even get a bullet off. Glaive with a good backstab, the double kill towards the hub, but completely locked out of the round. BlameF has to save, and we get into it. Round 19, you're right. No real force buy here. Partial investment at the very most with 5.7s and Kevlar. BlameF will have to go above and beyond. He's been pretty quiet so far in the second half. And down towards events, they go 3 players in, Chad.
And they've closed the door behind them.
Oh, wow.
That's very courteous of them.
Yeah.
Zip, the 5.7, it's good. It's not good at this type of a range.
It's a situational pistol. That sort of situation is perfect, isn't it? That works out very nicely.
Well, now we've got a situation because there's a couple of smokes. There's no kit available here. cadiaN, he's going to make a bit of a mess right now. Over towards the ramp room, just slapping him. Blame's going to chime in with something. They just have to worry about Config coming in through the single door, and Tassus gets a stray shot to the side of the head. He doesn't have to actually worry about this because Config missed.
Well, the danger has been pushed back and thwarted, and it will be the 12th round for Heroic. They go 4-0 up in the second half. Now, there was a partial buy. Bear in mind, the game really starts here. We'll get into the closing segments now of Group C. Astralis have to go above and beyond. They're now on the back foot. They will have the AWP for Farley. Here's cadiaN. Look at this awareness, just snapping to everyone. Knowing where they're coming from there, shuts the round down, slams it in their face. And cadiaN with the AWP. 12 kills to his name so far. Farley on the other side. He's top fragging on the server, but for the CT side, 13 kills. It's sjuush with 21.
cadiaN looking for an aggressive peek in here towards main. Doesn't get anything coming in his direction. Nobody taking the top side control through the main corridor. They'll be playing from the heavens and dropping on down. That's an extremely deep smoke there that's actually provided a gap for Yabi to work with. Tries the luck, nobody top heart. And cadiaN is the type of guy who usually wants to punish with this type of space. Harassing towards that CT vent, peppering through the hut as well. Glaive can't really find too many places to stand right now.
They've got a bit of a lean towards the ramp here, Chad. Farley is joining Zipex as they investigate their options. Trying to hunt for information here. You've got the AWP, looking for the incision, and then the follow-up rifle to spray them down if required.
How far do they go? Blame's calling yard clear. He's going to keep looking. Might get a
kill.
double. Oh, between the two of them.
That's a nightmare. Zipex now. They'll know he'll be here. The flashbang doesn't quite catch him, but the bullets will look pretty decent. Big spray down from Convict. Triple kill towards the ramp. A much-needed round here, and he delivers on all fronts there. It was getting a bit awkward with the missed AWP shot, but Astralis still alive and kicking for now. Should be a guaranteed round here. Blame will confirm it. Finds the AWP of Yabi, and it's that tight choke point once again. They thought it'd be an open runway. They took down Zipex. He got nothing done, but Config, he goes absolutely ham with the M4. Big spray down with the 20 bullets. All 3 kills found. That is beautiful work. cadiaN trying to jump away. He's got the AWP, of course. Couldn't have been better. Huge round. Farley knows it. And we get into number 21 here. Still plenty of money on the heroic side. 5 AK-47s. No AWP this time. Still anyone's game. Astralis on the CT side posting their first round.
They lose this one, though. Astralis might be going up against the Eco and Heroic into the next. So this is the chance. This could be the turning point in the game for Astralis here. We have had the conclusion of the Mouse versus Heat series, which will lock Mouse into the #1 slot within the group, straight to the quarterfinals for the playoffs in a couple weeks' time. That means Heroic locked into 2nd place. It's just Astralis and Complexity, the last 2 names in the mix.
Wow. And it all comes down to these last few rounds here. 9 to go. 12-8. And Astralis with it all to play for. Their destiny is in their hands. Where were you when they were grouped at ESL Pro League Season 16? Hopefully you're here, tuned in with us. Anything could happen, and it hasn't been the prettiest affair from Astralis. Some very questionable rounds, especially on Inferno. But for now, hosting their first on the CT side of Nuke has to be a perfect game from this stage. And they're being active here.
Yeah, aggression again. This time they're going to be met with 3 in lobby. sjuush gets caught off guard, and the swing out comes in. Tassus will only get 1. Config trades it back, and how do they activate? They had 2 players hiding in warehouse, waiting for a timing. Well, now that time's come. They need to take some space. It's down. He's found himself in towards hell, but does he want to go heaven? Or does he want to go towards ramp? It's Blame. He's acknowledging this.
Oh, he's by, though.
He'll get the barrel. He's seen the barrel. It should have been his kill, and it will.
So, should be everything tied up here in round number 21. 4 on 2. Can't imagine a world where Yabi comes out on top here, and it will be confirmed by Zipex and gets the bomb. cadiaN maybe can cause some damage on the exits here, but 15 seconds, no chance of winning the round. Might be saving the AK himself. Looks to be the case.
Oh, it's a miserable spot to find yourself here. Getting this slated towards the T side. Loss bonus will come in, but it's not going to be enough to net them a buy. Only 1,900 in the next. cadiaN gets 0.
Yeah. But he has got, what, the AK, armor, no utility, but still might as well hold on to the AK-47, see what he can do. His teammates, as mentioned, getting $1,900. They've got 3K on a couple of them, sjuush and Tesses, so they could buy up into the next round or partial buy into this. We'll see what their options are. Love the setup here from the Astralis boys, not allowing Heroic to dictate the pace of it. Glaive with a nice opening shot. They try to swing around, and Config's there to mow them down. And have they just stabbed each other in spawn? Not ideal.
But we forgive those here.
Haven't seen much of that these days.
No, it
used to be almost
tidy.
every game back in my day, Chad.
Keep your knives in the pockets, boys.
But there we have it. A frustrating start for Config, but not the end of the world, I suppose.
I'm nitpicking right now, and we have time to do so because the pistols are out. But cadiaN had like 1,300, right? So he's purchased something in this round. Depending on what that is, it doesn't really matter. If he had kept what he had with the 2,400 loss bonus into the next, and I think it was a little, was it 1,300? Maybe 1,600 he had, something along those lines. He would have been close to another buy. Now he's going to be in an interesting position. Maybe he's ready for a MAC-10. But a plant could get rid of all of those woes.
Well, they'll deploy the smoke in front of the squeaky door, granting access towards events if they want it. But here comes the final play. Molotov deployed, flashbang's not really available, and Config's got a bit of a freebie there. He'll get 2 kills, Glaive presumably on the 3rd, and that should be it. Flame F finds the bomb towards event, and he'll fall down as he fades away there. Just stavn remaining, and they know exactly where he is. Bit of damage inflicted here. Only got the P250. Should be a matter of time before he's dealt with. 1 more bullet will suffice. And there we have it. Glaive to find double digits. They have clawed this game back in their favor, I would say. It's looking quite good now. as we enter round number 23. There is a buy for Heroic, but concessions have to be made, as you mentioned. cadiaN will get the MAC-10, Chad.
Yeah,
Good call.
the money situation, I slightly mismanaged there, but I guess he's happy to operate with this. He's not towards the front of the pack, which is the biggest issue if he wanted to go fast. One of the biggest positives right now for Astralis, sure, the rounds are great, but the fact that they've actually been able to build residual cash is really good news for them coming down the home stretch.
True. Very good point. They've had 3 rounds in a row. Last couple were pretty tidy. Orb on the CT side. MAC-10 for cadiaN, though, as he be calling for the smokes towards outside. Now, they haven't really gone down towards Secret thus far. They've been throwing the outside smokes, but focusing towards the ramp, and more of the same as Farley's been tested. Great shot. Let's get the hell out of that. Ducks and weaves and manages to fade away towards lower. It's Config, though. He doesn't want to back down, it seems, and for good reason. Another kill found. Looking like they found their 11th here, but we'll see what stavn could do with the main entrance control. An open upper bomb site.
Oh, well, there's room to work with, sure, but the number disadvantage is the biggest problem. Zip, they're going to get launched into your line of sight. Tessus will take care of him with ease. Now the bomb can go down, and setting up these post-plant positions, this is where the conversation comes in. How do they dot themselves across this bomb site?
This was a 5-on-3. An open upper sight is giving them a slight chance here, Heroic, but as you mentioned, man disadvantage, Config coming in from the lobby. Now, is he aware of the presence towards that vent? Glaive potentially setting him up there, but he bounced it towards the CT side. Config goes down. We're now down to a 3 versus 2 in favor of Heroic. This is starting to fall apart. Just one player remaining. There where he is. And Chad, it's all gone wrong. Astralis had all the advantages in the world there. They give up the upper bomb side. Zipex wasn't aware of the positioning, throws that incendiary, and it all falls apart. How do they give that one up?
It was almost clean in a 3-on-5. So they gave away the first 2 kills. And those 3 members almost all stay alive. They defend this and make it look easy. Just swinging off of each other. Perfect work right here. stavn, sjuush just combining for this one. And then the final kill from stavn. A massive round for him. And Yabi loves that one right there. Getting fired up. cadiaN again. We said there was money. There's money available. That's salt in the wound. That was the opportunity for Astralis to really get back into this. A 3-on-5.
A 3-on-5. They've given so many of those up already. Oh, no. The worst possible time for this to happen. Up against the difficult buy there. Galil's a 5-on-3, and you lose it. Fortunately, as you mentioned in the previous round, they had a reservoir of funds built up, but they've had to invest pretty much everything they've got here. This is dangerous now. 2 rounds away from series points. Heroic now have the AWP. They have everything they could possibly need going forward. And a very, very important round. Astralis need to deliver here. What's the stance? What's the play? It's cadiaN getting himself up towards the silo, avoiding any potential danger as he creeps toward the back lines. All for Farley, of course. And he is coming into this position. A chance here. cadiaN converts it, and that's the opening frag. That is a huge one as well. Taking down the AWP towards outside. What's the reaction? What's the rebuttal? They need to gain access elsewhere. A reactive play. Push towards the lobby, perhaps, because things are falling apart quickly. Tessus vaults over the main entrance here. Trying to get up towards heaven, potentially, and indeed, he will start jumping up. This is dangerous now, Chad. Very dangerous indeed. Glaive has gone in towards Squeaky, at least. Zipex pushing towards the lobby himself. But it's down towards lower. Config has been here a few times this tournament. Needs at least 2.
Oh, there's 2 players down here. Config's been goosed through the wall. Glaive's got 1 back. How many more can Config get? He's out of ammo now. He drops back the fade away. cadiaN will get another. But Tessus up towards the heavens. This would be a 2-on-4.
Absolutely true. A good recovery, though, after losing the first man. Astralis with the man advantage. BlameF seems to be hot on the heels of cadiaN, but
going all the way back to
guarantee spawn, yeah.
All the way back around. That would probably be the only way to really find this position of Glaive, who was in Squeaky, as you mentioned.
Tessus has full upper control.
Zip's coming up the ladder. Tess isn't looking. Tess isn't looking at all. Zip's going to get the necessary kill. This is a real opportunity. Now cadiaN just has to save. Oh, the opening kills apparently account for nothing in this game.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be an advantage in any stretch of the imagination. We're going to see there cadiaN having to save. He got the opening frag, a follow-up as well, but we said Config had to deliver. He got 2 massive frags there, down towards the choke point of Secret. That was everything. It's how it all kicked off as well. A bit of a freebie there for cadiaN. And then Config managed to goosh the first player, struck the second, and then at that point, cadiaN, sure, he gets him taking damage on the way out, but this was the moment Zipex decided the round. Sneaking up the ladder, Tessus had no idea with all the rafters controls as well, but it's going to be round 25.
Jeez, we're going the distance, aren't we? The cadiaN AWP is saved across. Everybody else at about 2K, and looks like they've
all in.
Yeah, they've actually shoved straight into the center of the table here.
There he is. I said he had a Glock and a helmet. That's not ideal, but he gets a Tech 9 in the end. Yabi with no armor to speak of, so he must have dropped that AK-47 to stavn. But certainly potential. cadiaN on the orb. Managed to find the opening picks in the previous round. No reason why he can't do it here. Focusing towards the hut. Might be the right call. Narrowly misses out, but that gives up the fact, of course, he saved the orb, but what else have they got? They can hear the Deagles.
Now we have to search for something. Just continuing to jostle utility, weapons, time soaking off the clock during all of this. So they're having a meeting here in lobby. Putting ahead with a bit of a boost back up into the rafters. So fortifying this. Blame is still in this forward position towards Yard. Yabi can attempt to clear here, but it's not going to be easy. There's also the support. Well, there was the support network down towards Secret. Some util has come out to hide them away back in. Zip rotating towards the vent position, and this has just been a standoff towards Yard. I don't think Yabi has any idea there's anyone around this corner.
Time will tell. Yabi and Blame F about to lock horns, and it's a hell of a shot. The disruptive Deagle takes down Blame F. They've got a man advantage now. Remember, this is a force spy from Heroic. Glaive, he might not be aware of this, could get caught off guard. He throws a flashbang in, trying to avoid the shots of the Tech 9s and AKs that are mowing them down in the open bomb site. Leaves Farlig in a very difficult spot. Smoked off, and that could be it.
They have to save.
They have to.
There's no way that they can attempt going for a round like this. These type of rounds that Astralis keep losing. They have all the advantages in the world here. And that Deagle shot, Blame was sitting there the entire round. Yabi was just on the other side. Sinking off the clock, second after second after second, and Blame, he gets the ants in the pants, he steps around the corner, and the bullet right in the dome.
A big dose of nightmare fuel for Astralis. That's not the way it should have gone down. The opening Deagle frag, the open bomb side, the Tech 9s. Opening things up. It's really not going well for Astralis here. 14-11 now. As we will see them hold on to the AWP at least, that's something, but this really is anyone's game, but Heroic in touching distance now.
Well, time to paint the context yet again. In case you're just joining us, welcome. Astralis need this victory right here to secure themselves a spot in the playoffs. If they do not bring this game back, Complexity, who are sitting there right now, watching every single round go by, will take the final spot in Group C for the playoffs. And Complexity have had quite the run here. They opened up the event with a 2-1 victory over Astralis, a 2-0 over Heat. Then they went down to Heroic in 2-0 fashion, lost to Mouse 2-1, and just toppled Ents 2-0 to put themselves in this position. Now the fate is in Heroic's hands here.
Well, lose this round, Chad, it could all be over. This is where it could be decided. cadiaN with the AWP towards outside. Light damage there towards Blame F. He's in towards the unbreakable box right now. And the outside utility once more. Haven't had to use it too much, just holding the CTs out there, taking their vision away. This time stavn will be joining cadiaN. And spots the player there. Can he convert the kill? Good grenade. Doesn't quite connect. That's he'll be joined by his comrades here. Everyone making their way towards Secret, so a lower play.
This is the first time.
Exactly.
So look, Astralis are scampering for space. They're trying to grab something back here, and they've been able to push quite far in towards the lobby. Config can call this one completely clear. There's no lurk to be found. That means they can bolster this B bomb site. There's two players already rotated down here. Zip going to be joined alongside of Glaive. Zip has the AK, the best weapon for the job. Glaive, on the other hand, with the MP9, might be able to draw some blood. As they investigating the vents, they can see this one's clear. There's really no option to go back up at this juncture. 45 seconds, it's going to have to be the finish on towards this B site.
Lovely position from ZipX, AK in hand as well. Can output a lot of damage from this spot, the turret. Will it come online? They'll smoke out his position, but he still has full vision here. Flashbang's being deployed. I dare say he'll be able to get a couple of frags. On top of the silo, it's Glaive joining him in the fragging department as well. They have the man advantage for now. A must-win round for Astralis. Bomb to be planted here. Config above them. Can't deny it just yet. Here's them scampering away. But a 4-on-3 kit available on the back of Farlig. And Glaive with this MP9 have done so much damage. Waiting for that chance to strike. No.
Dear, dear, dear. Config's given one away. Farley's drawn one back. Remember, Farley has this kit. He's the one they want to take down, and they will. The kit's now loose. There's been a smoke dropped on the bomb. There's a second kit. It's been picked up. Glaive can just sit this. Glaive can just sit this right now with the MP9. They can't run through the flames. sjuush has gone down. Blame's got the kill. They're still in at 14-12.
Massive play there. Comes right down to the wire. They're completely tested down towards lower. Heroic had 5 players down in the bomb side, but it's ZipX just delaying them, doing a load of damage. They have to scramble with the plant, and then finally the utility holds them at bay. The full defuse comes in. We'll go 14-12. As mentioned, that was a must-win round for Astralis. This was a great spot. Thinking on his feet here. sjuush managing to take him down eventually.
It's fortunate he died there. That was the kit that Glaive picked up.
Right. You're right. Okay, yeah, sure. It landed right next to the bomb, right?
It worked in their favor.
Yeah, very good point, Chad. And there it is. Still alive for now.
Okay.
And blameF finally coming to life on the CT side. He gets a clean kill through the smoke right to the face of stavn there. 5-4. We're going back towards Ram. Zipex has had some great rounds, to be fair.
Does he have support? Is there a rotation point
he doesn't.
here? He's on his own. This silence down 4 is going to strike. It's first blood onto Yabi. The second from Zip is great. Tessa's eventually with the trade, but Farley's here. He's here indeed. Stepping up when they need them. 17 kills now. He's back in action as cadiaN. What can he make of this? A 1-on-4 situation. We'll find the first, but this one's going to calm down for a moment. There's so much time. So much time on the clock to work this one out.
Well, cadiaN once again might have to save, but we'll see what he can make of it. As you said, a minute to work with, but a 3 versus 1. Bombed down in an awful position towards the ramp, and you're right, Zipex stepping up when he absolutely had to there. They come in towards the ramp. Clean double kill. He didn't have backup, but the 2 kills granted enough time towards Farley to rotate in, take down the third, deny the bomb, and that should be it. blameF needs to be very careful, though. He opened up the round, wants to keep that money strong, and there it is. Confirmed save now. 40 seconds to wait. They want to hunt him down. Is it worth it?
This could be the worst thing in the world. This could be the absolute worst thing for Heroic. 1900 loss bonus into the next round. cadiaN's sitting here talking. He's got his knife out. If they hunt him down and they kill him after time, remember, 1900 loss bonus into the next. They'll have to take a save. That's going to be 14-14. Then by the time the next gun round pops around, cadiaN won't have any money. He'll have nothing. Nothing to work with here.
They're going for the hunt, Chad. It might not be after time, but it doesn't look good for cadiaN.
He doesn't expect them. They're coming.
He should. They are coming.
Doesn't look like he believes it. He's checking, but they're definitely on their way.
They've got a flash as well, so they can throw that around now. Here comes the flash. Will they take him down after time? I think they will. So there it is. Everything denied for cadiaN. He'll only have $700 by virtue of the 2 kills he got in the previous round, but that's absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, and that's put things in a very questionable spot for Heroic. 14-13. Sure, they still have the lead, but have to take the partial buy here, and Zipex, as we see it again, a beautiful double spray down there. And Astralis are still alive. It's an all-in investment from Heroic.
No way.
They've gone for it.
No way in the world.
Sorry for the spoilers, but they've gone all in, and it will be Tech9's Galil's. This could be decided right here, right now.
What a move this is.
Wow. Okay. What a bold call from cadiaN. And towards Ram, Zipex be tested once again. This time, not as clean, but still alive. Drops the incendiary, and Farley needs to be very careful. He knows it as well. Not worth it. Even if he got one, he would go down to those Tech9s. The running gun potential is just too much.
Well, we're below heaven at 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Good pacing right there. cadiaN needs to be very careful. P250 in the hand. It has Config looking the wrong way. cadiaN, can he find the timing on this? Config, he's got no idea that there's a player lurking out towards the T-red box. He's so worried about heaven and hell. He's been tasked and called over. cadiaN's relaying that information. He's going to take this open runway and just go straight down towards Secret. There's still 2 players on this B bomb site, Blame and Zip. But I don't think they'll be ready for a play through Secret. They're not accounting for cadiaN with a P250 in Pro League.
This is massive. Oh, no.
This is actually mental.
If he gets this...
This is mental. This is a kill. This is a kill right here. This is definitely cadiaN's kill. It comes out. The M4's being picked up and Zip on the back of the site. He has to get this one done. He's got 1 kill. He needs to keep defending. They're running him down with these Tech9s.
No.
cadiaN's grabbed the second. Glaive's here. There's 37 seconds on the clock, but being denied by the smoke.
He's been completely smoked out. Farley trying to do what he can. Great shot towards TSS, but still the M4's coming out on top. This was the force buy from Heroic. Down to the 2-on-2 now. M4 and a Tech9. Config and Glaive trying to work in tandem, waiting for the smoke to dissipate. And this kill might decide everything for them. It's a huge shot from Glaive, and now surely with that Tech9, Yabi has nothing to say about this, Chad, right?
Long-range Tech9. How's he meant to win this one?
Surely there's no chance, and indeed should be shut down. But there's still a chance if he can stop the defuse here. It could be enough here. Oh, he's actually got it! He actually knocks him off, and this could be for series points here.
There's no time. There's no time on the defuse. There's absolutely no way. Yabi at range with the Tech9. Can you believe it? 15-13. How did he knock him off? It looked like there was no chance. No chance.
A nightmare for Astralis. Tournament life on the line. Series point for Heroic, and there's nothing left in the finances. $2,000 per player. It looked like there was 0 chance. And how did he do the body block as well?
Look how close this is. Oh!
Oh my days. An earth-shattering play there sends shivers down the spines of Astralis fans across the world.
Look at this. Look at complexity. They can't believe it. Up to 15 now. Just one more round heroic. That's all they need to put the smiles on the faces.
And the money is absolutely wrecked, Chad. It all comes down to this. They had to win this map. And it was looking good, posting multiple rounds in a row, sabotaging the finances of heroic. It was cadiaN coming in with a P250, no armor. He sneaks down towards lower, finds Blame F, cool, the bomb site is open, and that stage all hell breaks loose, comes down to a 2-on-1 in favor of Astralis, and the Tech-9 coming out on top. They lose this round and they are out of the tournament. They will not be proceeding any further, and they've got 2 rounds to try and stay alive here, but it all starts with 4 pistols and an M4A1S. Blame F has to go absolutely nuclear here as we're going for the upper rush. It's the MAC-10 leading the charge. It could all come crumbling down here, and Glaive is dropped. 5-on-4. They have no kit. That should be it.
The uppercut here. Heroic. Laying Astralis out for everybody to see. The bomb goes down, the 40-second timer thrust on the clock. There's no kit available. Astralis, you got to dig deep right now. This one's not going to be easy. They drop the one-way smoke. That's about the best they have to boast. sjuush still in towards lobby right here. If he can deal with this M4, if he can deal with the M4 of Blame, that could be it. But now they're noted. Now they know the flank's coming in. Remember the time sinking off the clock, and they double dive. Both out of the heavens. Yabby's grabbed 2. It's just Blame. Heroic are going to do it. They're going to deny Astralis the chance. Blame. Does he have any time? Does he have any hope? No. 16-13. Heroic eliminate Astralis from Pro League. And cadiaN, he stands up. A valiant effort in the derby here. Heroic come out on top.
What a game it was. A fantastic series to close out Group C. A huge victory for Heroic, and Astralis left with nothing. They have been grouped. We will not see them at the playoffs, and that is a shocking thing to say, Chad. What a result that is.
Oh, what a series. This one went all the way. Overtime on Overpass Inferno, the map choice.